Hey guys, we know this episode of The Valley is late. Sorry, there's sick cats. West is doing interviews that he shouldn't be doing. And things happen. So at any rate, enjoy episode 12. We've already shot episode 13. Nat's editing it as we speak. And enjoy. Welcome to Showmance, the #1 show on YouTube doing deep dives on shows with no depth. And tonight we are covering episode 12 of The Valley.
The shallowest show of all the shallow shows.
Wait, guys, it's the collab you never knew you needed.
Right?
This is true.
It's Travis's and I's first time together.
If you have the same takes as Natalie, it might not go too well.
We're going to have a good time.
Yeah, we're going to have a great time. We're covering 2 episodes in
Thanks,
this
Foof.
two-parter because Foof barfed nonstop and he had to go to the vet for $1,000 whole that we can't get back. And that's why we didn't have last week's episode. It happens. We're going to do episode 12. There wasn't a whole lot that was happening there.
Good fart joke. That's about it.
No, they're never good. They're never good. That's never good.
I wasn't a fan.
Thank you.
I was a fan, and I'm not really on your side right now, Danny.
Okay. And then we will get into episode 13. Correct? Good? Everyone?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, ready?
Yep,
5,
ready.
7, 24.
And break.
Okay. We start off at Danny and Nia's. They are home with the kids. Danny's making his terrible jokes that we're just going to
Classic joke. Classic
run right
dad
past. Then we're at Janet and Jason's house. She made spaghetti, which is, I think, the spaghetti that she put in a plastic bag to bring to Brittany.
joke. It was either Return of Chocolate Jesus, maybe, or Organza. It might have been Organza, actually. Who was like, I don't understand why Janet just didn't leave the spaghetti in the can she brought it in. Or the can she got it in.
I think that was Organza.
I was like, dang, no.
Yeah.
Hilarious. But also, 2 fart jokes to start this show. Janet also farted.
Oh, God. It was
And then
so,
tried to blame it on the kid. That's rude.
I never find that. I find it disgusting. I don't want a man that I am dating. I don't want him to do that around me. I don't.
no, I'm
I don't
good.
do
I'm
that
with you on
around.
that.
I don't do that. Period.
Oh, girls don't do that stuff.
No, and neither should boys. Like, take
No,
it-
I'm with you. I'm
Ugh.
totally agree. But it can be funny. Do you know
I
that
mean-
word was my aunt's? Like, you know, how everyone has a word that
Yeah.
just sends them into the
Yeah.
next
Yeah.
molecular level.
Like a pudding?
Oh,
Bro, I don't understand why you're such a dick. Who invited him here?
Natalie.
Nat, can you swap in for Travis real quick? For
He said
next
the word
part?
pudding. Mike's upset.
And
Well, then
you
you
just
just
said
said
it
it.
again?
Well, I had to tell her
The P word. It's
yeah.
called the P word.
Well, I think other things are called that, but sure.
Fart is
Ugh.
my aunt's Kay is like, say it again, and she's the sweetest lady on earth. She'll smack your teeth out of your mouth if you say that word around
I feel
her.
like I don't know if I have one word that's like that for me, but moist is.
Oh,
That's
that's
a common word for a lot of
yeah.
people.
I don't
Yes.
think you can have that one because it's so general.
That's right.
Yeah, you know,
That's right.
That's a tough one.
Moisture, no problem. Take the
don't know.
chur off of
Yeah,
it, and I'm not a fan.
Problems,
Yeah.
big problems.
I don't think any words affect me that way.
Really.
Really?
I get uncomfortable with racism.
Well,
That's about
That's a
it.
thing, though, not
Thanks,
a word.
Trav.
Yeah.
Think we all do. Okay. After this, Kristen goes to Brittany's.
Blech. Speaking of barfing,
Correct. My first note is enough with the bags. America doesn't want to see them.
my first
And I
note
get that this is a real
gross.
thing, that she
I-
needs these drainage bags.
I
but
honestly don't think I didn't fully spot them till this episode. I was like, what are we doing?
Wait, you didn't see when she came home? She was like juggling them.
I'm a face person. I look at people's faces.
Dude, I'm gonna start doing that because
Yeah, I honestly didn't fully notice them, and then I just noticed these bags of pink liquid popping out today.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm
Okay.
good.
no.
next
Even
one.
now, it's putting me off my pink berry, and it's not
aren't
even
we
here
supposed
yet.
to be going fast on this?
Yeah,
one?
we are. We're
Yeah.
doing it.
I'm just-
Kristen shows Brittany Kaya's new passport, which is adorable. They talk about last
It
night.
better be adorable if you take a whole day to take a picture of a child
yeah.
that can't really move.
Well, truth. Also, I kind of forgot they were going to Mexico, and I was like, "What are we doing getting a passport for a 4-month-old?" And then they're like, "Oh, we're going to Mexico," and I was like, "Oh, right, does a 4-month-old need a passport
Yeah.
to travel? That seems a
them's is the rules.
little."
I mean, you got to pay for a
little,
whole seat, right?
what?
That's
No.
it?
Up until 2 years old, they can
Okay.
sit on your
That
lap.
just seems a little extortion-y is all I'm saying. I think that's big AAA trying to milk a few more
But
passports.
it's a global rule.
Yeah, Big
Well.
Brother's always watching.
Big brother. That's big passport.
They talk about the 007 party being a shit show. that, Brittany brought up the food train and Nia not connecting. Like 8 days went by before she texted her, hey, how are you doing? And then Brittany said, you have blind loyalty to Nia. And she's allowed to have an opinion about everyone, but not Nia. And I was starting to understand what they were all saying about this. But when we got into the second episode, I kind of went back onto the other side of like, everyone is doing similar things to these guys. And why are they taking all the heat for it? Can't everyone just take the heat?
No, it's, I think we talked about this in the last episode. It's the hiding. And I think that's a little bit what Zach was talking about either later in this episode or the next one it's the hiding. No one else hides it. No one else lies about it.
Yeah.
Everyone else is
You're talking about not just drinking, the behavior.
All of it.
Yeah.
Because like Brittany doesn't know that at this point, that he was hiding drinking.
I think she knows it because of the stuff that happened in season 1 with the drinking in the pantry.
And
like
the
this is
Santa Barbara
historically-
trip when he got wasted and went upstairs and Nia was like, oh, he's just tired. He's so busy.
But
And
he
they're like, no, he's wasted and passed out,
they
which is totally fine.
Okay,
Everybody was saying it then. It's totally fine. Like but just
And Brittany
say that he got
specifically
wasted
blew
and
a
passed out
gasket
at
about that.
6:30 at night. Like, that's cool. We've all done it. I'm doing it tomorrow. Like, what,
Yeah.
And that's when Brittany blew a gasket and was like, my husband's shoving me in bushes and in rehab, and I'm letting the whole world know, and you can't even tell everyone your husband got drunk and passed out on a vacation. What the hell
It's
is
okay.
going on?
We all do, but just own it.
Yeah. So I think that's the issue. That's the problem. It's why the division, half the people are like, what? It's not a problem. It's not a problem. Nia doesn't think it's a problem. It's not a problem. Fine. But you're lying about it. That's what the other side is like. Cool. It's a problem. The drinking might not be a problem. The lying about it is a problem.
Yeah,
The way-
of course.
yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, I think just as a couple, they have part of it I really back with the we don't air our dirty laundry, but the other part of it is you're on a reality TV show and you've gotta be
pick something.
transparent.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, that's got to be ingrained in her, though. A pageant girl.
100%.
Like
Well, and how
it's-
she grew up
Yeah.
too in the car.
Yeah.
Like, she lived in the car for a long time. She, she's fully come to either hadn't done work or whatever, but she's fully acknowledged like, I'm this way because of this thing that happened in my life.
Yeah. It's almost perfect for Danny.
Oh, it's totally perfect for him. I think so the next thing that happens in the scene is where Britt gets herself, in my opinion, into trouble because she says to Kristen, you and Nia and Danny, you have a surface level friendship and you'll see who they really are. And it's like, listen, and that sets Kristen off, rightfully so, because if someone that I feel is a very close friend of mine, if someone's telling me this, I would be very pissed. But the bottom line is, Brittany, you just don't like them. And that's okay. You're allowed to not like them. You just need to own it.
But I also feel like she lost the argument with that.
It's
'Cause it
100%.
comes out as jealous. It comes out as anything other than what she was originally arguing about.
Her saying like discrediting their friendship.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah. I mean, what blows my mind is because Kristen even said it, and she's like, I feel the need to defend them. And I'm like, why? Why does she feel the need?
But here's the thing. Regardless of like her feeling the need to defend them or whatever it is, if Brittany said, I don't like them, I think you should be on high alert, and I think in time you will see who these people really are, then her argument works.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like Brittany just wants, and I do understand this because when we're doing this show, even though I don't know these people, I still don't want to go so hardcore on them because I acknowledge that they are human beings and whatever. And that might be the wrong take to have, but it's just who I am fundamentally as a human being. So I get that Brittany might think that, oh, that's not who I am to hate someone, but it's okay to not like someone. Hating someone and not liking someone are two different things. And you're allowed to say, I don't jibe with these people. I think they're full of shit. And she just needs to own it, but she doesn't.
She needs a little more Lala in her.
100%. After this, we've got Jasmine and Zach getting, I call them facials, the butt facial.
Oh, so can I
Please.
go back to the last one? Do you, if you have an elective surgery, do you need the whole
No.
everyone reach out? You chose this. You did this.
This has been
Okay,
our biggest
okay.
gripe. No, we're so with you.
hours of this has been cut.
I decided to do all this surgery. Come care for me.
Yeah.
Think about it before you plan the surgery.
No, yeah.
Yeah, and it's also,
And
listen.
sorry,
Please.
she did think about it, and it was the dude. Like that was what she thought of. Like, I'll get this little fella to come
I'll
get
pay
me.
you for a
I'll
week."
pay you some money and you come take care of me and my boobies. That worked out great.
would never pay
Dude.
a significant other to take care of me.
No.
There's no bigger red flag.
And
than
if you
that one.
did,
Ever.
you'd make sure they showed up to work. He took
But
the money and didn't even show up.
There's no if you did.
That's
Like,
right.
It's like
Then I would be like, we're breaking up. However, would you like to be paid to be a caretaker this
Yeah.
weekend? Because I'm in a bind.
yeah. Like listen, I guess there is a scenario where not everyone can take a week off work, but so like maybe, but yeah, dude, if you're the dude or the person getting paid. You better get there early with some flowers and some rubbies and some like all kind of everything. Like that dude's wild.
Also, let me ask you, TV fellas, a question. If he's technically on this show, as a friend of or whatever, does he not get paid anything to show up and film?
Probably not. Like they can get you. Like so I have a funny story about a friend of mine who was a producer and his wife was on a TV show, and that TV show got rebooted, and they went to him and they tried to big league him into being on the show as like, the husband of this.
Yeah.
They didn't really know that he was like, produced the original show, you dumb motherfuckers. And so they set up a meeting, and he's funny, so he was like, yeah, cool, let's party. And they tried to literally get him to work for free, and he just basically spun the whole thing around on them, sent them on their way, and they came back later with like a cool
Full offer.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm not doing it unless you're paying me. You're not getting me for free. This is ridiculous. I know exactly like it. So they'll try. If you're not a main person, they'll try. They're like, hey, you want to just pop in once? And then a lot of people are like, are you serious?
Be on TV?
I'll be on TV with Brittany? Hell yeah. Hi, fellers. I'm on TV.
I thought this would be a guy who would be angling for at least
So
a
then
couple
there's
$100 a
there's
day.
that guy too. So
Yeah.
and he might have, but that's good luck. Like you got to get an agent, and like so you got to get somebody who knows what the they're
Got
doing to
You
deal with
can't
that.
just ask
You can ask.
and be laughed at.
Yeah, you're not gonna get anything.
I mean, they still have to give him like bare minimum SAG day rate, right? Something.
That's
off
what
the
I thought. A
off the books.
Saba, a something.
Maybe if you just walk into camera and they didn't plan for you, but
But
like
listen, I don't know
a
if that's
Benji type, a Benji's got to be.
SAG? Are they signatory to SAG? Like that's if you're not SAG signatory.
No, I get it.
That's for free balling, bro.
No, but when I was on,
Like I doubt that the Valley is a non-union show, but it could be. I don't know if Bravo's.
I don't know if Bravo's doing non-union shows.
I don't think it is
But
non-union,
it's an
and
LA
also
show, so I don't know.
I had a friend who was on Shark Tank for like an animal accessory line, so I went on to help her. So I was an accessory to an accessory.
Yeah.
And they had to pay us, and it was nothing. I think it was $75 or something like that under that Saba.
Yeah, so that I would Shark Tank, 100% a union show. Are you
Got
because
it.
like if you're not signatory to a union, then you don't have to pay union
Anything.
people or union rates or anything. Now, you might hear about it, and depending on where you are, someone may show up and be a dick and cost whatever. Just wonder what you're doing. But like, if you're signatory, like AGT, we have to pay. If we get like people to come do a dance number, like for a promo or whatever, then you got to pay them.
We brought old contestants back to things and we paid
Old
them.
contestants, you have to pay them because now they're they're not part of the competition.
That's
They're
right.
talent now. But it's just whatever the SAG minimum is.
Well, I would be curious to know if he got paid anything, because I could see this guy, and it doesn't matter because he's not with her anymore, but he does read as a double dipper to me.
Yeah. I mean, even if you got the minimum, 5 lines is what, $1,000, $1,100 a day or something. It's not crazy.
No, but I don't think he's making $1,100 a day at his job.
Oh no, definitely, probably not.
Okay. Anyway, back to the Bacials. Jasmine has a great ass.
I had to rewind this first part of the scene multiple times because there's just a lot happening.
By
I
the
was
way,
like,
so
I'm
did
trying to
I.
understand every nook and cranny. I paused a few times to just really take it all in.
That's right. A thoughtful deep diver you are.
Big fan of this scene.
That's
it turns
right.
out a lot.
It really was a power move by her to go, hey, you going to go, and,
Bro.
you know?
And yes,
Well, and to do it with him, who,
Yeah.
God bless,
left.
Zach has no ass.
I mean, he's a
that
white
was
guy.
horrible.
but
Yeah, but
I've
that's-
met white men with more of an ass. He is ass
that thing's-
deficient.
Yeah.
Okay.
It almost, and he might have made it,
It
but
almost
it did a
divots.
concave.
Yeah,
One,
yeah.
That was
one of them
borderline
creased a little,
a little.
but the other one was just.
Yeah. And he's such a big guy that you would think there would be a
Is
little
he?
bit more. Yeah, he's like
Oh, he's
6'5".
huge, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a big.
I just
dude.
couldn't tell if Benji's just really short.
No,
Both.
Two
Both.
things.
Two truths.
Two truths.
The truth.
Wait, did you see in the coming attractions, his head gets cracked with the sign when they're driving?
Dude, it's a f***ing street light.
Street sign.
I
Or
paused it and like did a frame by frame, and he's like, ha 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 ha. Gee. Like his whole, it's like he got a slow mo when you get punched
Yeah.
into boxing, and his whole face just goes.
Talking about Zach.
Zach, yeah,
Okay.
it's awesome.
But that's how tall he is.
Oh, he's massive.
Yeah.
Remember last year when he was squared up to Jax? He was taller than Jax. Was like,
Jack's like, I don't. It's my show, and Zach's like, it's mine now,
hasn't
buddy.
Been for the last few months.
So they joke about Zach having no ass. He brings up his shopping with Danny, and Benji told him that, hey, he actually was drinking at the party. And then that kind of leads them into talking about how things are up in the air a little bit with him and Benji, because he doesn't want to, he knows he doesn't want a future that doesn't involve Benji, but Benji is incredibly clear that he has to have children in the future, and Zach's just not there yet. And I appreciate this about Zach, that he isn't just saying, yeah, I'll get there. Let's get married and we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I think Zach's probably. I mean, I don't know, but I don't know how you.
Sorry, that's my alarm to leave for showmance. I got to go, guys.
Oh, hey,
We need to
sorry.
record later.
Nice to see
It's also
you.
not the easiest thing to become an American right now. It's expensive with a lot of different things and visas and
100%,
all
but through
that.
marriage, it's easier.
Yeah, yeah.
Not to piss on your cornflakes, but
No, true.
She does that all the
Sure.
time.
I do.
The thing that I got from this scene was lying about drinking, crazy thing to do. Lying about drinking in a room with cameras in it,
Double crazy.
freaking bonkers.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Double crazy.
You really thought you were just not, no one was going to see it.
So when the look, it was the last week's episode, but the look when he poured the thing and who he looked at, right? Who do you think he was looking at?
I don't know.
Okay.
Benji.
Yeah, no,
See,
I don't think it was.
I felt like that Benji was
I
a
think it was a
different, a cut
producer.
from a different scene.
Yeah.
Oh,
it
maybe.
didn't
Yeah,
feel
maybe.
like it was connected.
Yeah, no, I think he was looking at the producer who was with that camera crew.
I was
Oh,
like,
that
or
tracks.
Just
Jesse.
kind
Yeah,
of
I take my answer
being
back.
like, and winking and be like, "You got me right.
Yeah.
Don't put this in." They're like, "Yeah, no, but I can't. I have no."
Yeah. And I actually think Benji clocked the whole thing then. Maybe
Yeah,
Benji
possibly,
saw
yeah.
him look at the producer. That's what I'm going with.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it wasn't just a room full of cameras. It was a room full of cameras
And people.
and people. Like he was,
Like 13 people in a tiny room.
13 people were in that kitchen.
That was
It's Pinkberry time.
I think it goes back to what you were saying. It's just like, I get we want to keep it private and everything in their own home. Then don't come on a show that's about your life.
Yeah,
Just don't.
that's it.
Just don't
Own it
do
and
it.
you're free, bro.
You know, it just doesn't make sense.
At all. Okay, so now after Zach's crying during his facial, which was a very sweet moment, just funnily, placed. Kristen and Luke pack up for Mexico. They FaceTime Nia. These are just all the, like what you were talking
Yeah.
about, Trav. You were saying before we started that, like,
Bravo's terrible at travel shows. I mean, I guess as a viewer, if you're not deep diving it, cool. But they're just like one sentence scenes here, there, and
yeah, I got nothing to say about the FaceTime. It's so stupid. It's like, oh, are you bringing a white bikini or a pink bikini?
Yeah.
I have nothing.
the
Then not Kristen, Lala packs with Sosa. Nia and Danny are at home with the kids. He makes a funny joke about Adelaide crying because she heard Janet was going. That was actually a funny joke, Mike.
Wait, what was it?
He goes, Adelaide, like, are you coming to Mexico with mommy and daddy? And she starts crying, and he goes, oh, she heard Janet's coming. Every like 40th joke of his, I laugh.
I don't know.
I did Danny killing the jokes.
Then Janet and Jason are talking, and Jason says, 100% go on this trip. He says, why is he such a martyr? I can get to the kitchen. I can shower. Like, I don't get it. I understand you were hurt, but this woman pushed a baby out of her vagina and was probably less of a martyr of this.
I don't get the martyr. I don't get what you're saying by being a martyr. I thought he was saying, go. I can do things. Your mom's watching the kid. I can bend my leg now a little bit so I can get out of this bed.
Maybe I don't like Jason so much that when I hear him talk, I get like everything is, no, babe, go. I mean, I can get to the kitchen. I can take a shower. It's like also put upon. Even without the injury, I find this dude to be put upon.
Yeah. And I think we've heard it at this point. So it's real. This is the first time he's been hurt. And this is a serious injury for the first time you've been hurt. But he's giving a lot of like, oh, I think I'll be okay. So yeah, maybe I agree with you. Like, well, we just don't like him. So everything he does is like, you're a dick. But yeah, I can't with this dude. I almost think Janet's getting annoyed. Like I'm kind of feeling from Janet, like she's just like, dude, seriously? What the shit, man?
But they're both so schmaltzy. Like everything they talk about is so overly dramatic. We know you're going on the trip, Janet. You want to be on this show. You need camera time. You're part of a main storyline. You are going on this trip. So the whole faking of, yeah, I guess I should go. Stop it.
I honestly felt like he was trying to reassure her that she can go and honestly winning out of it. Like, he's like, listen, your mom's going to be watching the kid. You leave. I'm going to be sitting on this couch in this bed watching whatever the I want for the next couple. You know, like, it felt like he was just like, go.
Just wanted her out of the house.
Go on, get. Is what it felt like to me.
Could be true also.
Yeah.
Again, two truths. Janet FaceTimes Brittany, says that she's happy Zach invited her, and then she makes a jab at Danny about, the Miami Vice themed birthday party because I'm not sure he needs another Vice. And it's like, Janet, even though that was a decent joke, this is why people are having a hard time liking you, because we got to get you away from this.
Couldn't you say the same thing about Danny's joke, talking with his child?
But I find that Danny is the one that like is trying to get away from the narrative, even though he's quietly like even with his hiding of the drinking, I think that's his version of trying to get. And by the way, I'm not a Danny stan.
Okay, I feel like it was the same thing. I feel like Danny, for as much as he and Nia want to get away from the narrative, they bring it up and talk about it without other people talking about it quite often.
Do you think Nia does?
Maybe not Nia, but Danny definitely. I've heard him bring it up.
Yeah, I think it's Danny. I don't think it's Nia. That's why I ride for Nia. Danny is just stuck to her, so I gotta.
Yeah, I'm with you. I've said it a couple of times. Like, this guy, if he wants it to go away, then shut the up.
Yeah, I just don't. Yeah.
So after the Janet of it all, they all fly out to Mexico. Kristen starts crying when she's at the airport because this is crazy.
Bro.
Someone tried to take a picture of
Jail.
That should be
No, it is.
No. Okay.
Not
I'm
all.
going to jail is what I'm saying.
Oh.
Straight to jail for Mike. Mark is in full effect. Beat down. Oh, such a beat down. Pictures of my kid while I'm changing. What? I don't even have kids. Try that on my cat while they're taking a bath and I'll punch you out. Like, I didn't even think this was real. That's how crazy it was. Like, obviously, she seemed like pretty emotional about it.
Yeah.
But like, there was a part of me that I was like, no, I'm not buying. I don't know if I'm buying this. Like,
Yeah.
Luke's not doing it. Nothing's happening. You're not calling anybody. No one's dead in the bathroom right now. Like, that, I'd be crying because I'd be like, I just killed someone in the bathroom. Why? They took a picture of my naked
I bet
kid.
there was a producer running around trying to figure something out. Like, what the just happened? Like, it looked like they were in L.A. They looked like L.A. airport.
No, I think that was when they touched down in Mexico.
Or was it? No, that was before they left, right?
I think it was before they left.
Oh, really?
And it would make sense at L.A. airport. Like,
A lot of weirdos.
because she said it was a fan. Like, they were trying to get a picture of Kristen. So, like, a little bit fine. But, like, dude, hey, Kristen, big fan. When you're done changing your child in the bathroom, do you think I can get a quick photo with you outside? Oh, 100%, sweetheart. Let me just not. Oh, ping, ping, ping.
Although with Kristen, for all we know, that did happen, and she was like, off.
That's exactly what I was just going to ask. I'm wondering, because she does have some artistic license to her, do we think it could have been a situation where it's exactly what Travis just said?
Maybe.
50-50.
But still, like, if you're taking pictures,
No.
yeah, no.
You can't take a picture of someone's child.
You can't take a picture in the bathroom.
No. Well, oh, my God. Oh, my God, no.
right.
No, but thank you. Good point,
Like,
Trav.
that's a big
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, kids or no kids.
Okay, so then after this happens, they all get on the van, after they've been flying. Nia tells Kristen that she wishes she was in the bathroom when that stuff went down and she would have punched that person. And I actually believe that. I wish Nia what is she, like a triple black belt?
A 3rd degree black belt.
Yeah. So I wish Nia was with you also, Kristen. And then everyone, I guess, starts complaining about things and babies are crying. And Lala says, I didn't leave my kids at home to be with a bunch of babies. So what's going on here? They arrive at the hotel. Kristen is trying to keep Kaya asleep. Jesse's credit card gets declined. First of all, I thought the rooms were paid for by production on these trips. Maybe not.
I bet maybe a base room. Mm-hmm. And then they're like, if you want to upgrade a suite, that's on you.
Can you do that?
Probably incidentals. Rooms probably pay for it.
Oh, yeah. You got to put a credit card down.
Yeah.
Which is even crazier.
Not paying for your booze. I'll pay for your room.
Which is even crazier that I got
not your
declined.
chips.
Because that's
What's
nothing.
like $100, $200?
Although, do you know what I think it was, Trav? I think it was what you said originally, the upgrade, because I think he wanted to upgrade for the ocean view for the nicer suite for Lacey, because he said when he was FaceTiming with Lacey later, he goes, that ocean view would have been nice.
Well,
that could be.
yeah.
So,
But also sometimes the incidentals on those places is like $100 a day for however long you're there.
Still.
I'm not
Insufficient
listen,
funds
yeah.
for him. Because, I don't know, he's got to be pulling $5K an episode for this show.
he
Oh,
drives.
no. These guys are doing probably 20, 25 an episode.
In the 3rd season? I bet if Brittany and a Kristen Doty pull that, I don't know if these new hanger-ons, I mean...
Oh, I think Brittany and Kristen are making more.
You think so?
Yeah. Brittany has over 1 million Instagram followers. Like, she makes bank on her feed. But anyway, we also find out that Lacey's arriving tomorrow. After this, Tom asks Luke if he wants to go on the ocean, but Kristen says no. They all get up into their rooms. Jasmine's like, I get why we're always with the girls, but I kind of wanted just a suite for me and Melissa.
Can I? It's Tom's birthday. And first Brittany goes, hey, Tom, make sure you get my bags. And then he wants to go out with a drink with Luke. And they're like, no, I'm going to veto that. It's Tom's birthday, y'all. Can we not?
Let the man live.
Yeah. Get your own damn bag. You're getting pushed around, Brittany. Put them on your lap.
Also, aren't there bellhops?
I don't.
Right,
No, it was
major
at the
hotel.
hotel. It was at the sorry, it was at the airport. Jumping in is when Brittany asked him to get the bags.
Because she can't lift because of the surgery.
Well, there's a lot of other
Yeah.
people there. It's Tom's birthday.
True.
And then at the hotel, Kristen vetoes drinks with Luke.
The Kristen Luke stuff is wild, and I'm hoping. That's a Maya Papaya ism. I am hoping that in present day they are in a better spot because every person on this cast makes it look like having a child is the worst thing you could ever do to your life. It is.
I think having a child with Kristen Doty is the worst thing you could do with your life.
But all of
she
them, like
wasn't
Mia and Danny,
operating-
aren't making it look fun.
Yeah, but she wasn't operating fully as is. Like just dating her seemed like it was a thing. And they flew the sister and the brother-in-law out. So why can't they just go to the hotel room, meet you downstairs in 10, hand the baby off to that sister?
Because I believe that Kristen has some real postpartum going on. And I don't understand this. You guys have health insurance. Go to therapy. Her and Luke do not have communication skills. Luke does, but she doesn't. And it doesn't matter if one person in the relationship has communication skills. You're in a relationship with another person. They need to be in couples therapy. They need to be in individual therapy. This is not working.
Oh, yeah. And I didn't mean to discourage the postpartum. She's obviously dealing with it. But, like, it's just like Luke said. He said it later in the episode, but just like an acknowledgement of it afterwards. Hey, I blew up earlier. That sucked. I'm dealing. Cool.
That's where the therapy comes in,
Great.
Trav. Because
Great.
she can, of course, be going through the throes of postpartum, and we can all be sensitive to that. But there has to be some moment, I would imagine, right, that if you had a toolbox of skill sets that would say, okay, I understand that right now I am in the throes of something really gnarly, but I know that my partner is a lifeline, and let me find a moment to maybe apologize for ripping him a new asshole.
And like, I don't know, we've all seen Kristen throughout Vanderpump in the years. She can cut deep, and when she's arguing with somebody, she can go for the jugular if she wants to. And like, she knows that. She knows what
100.
she's doing.
Like, but then when he has a reaction to it, she's just like, oh, I don't understand why he can't just be okay with this.
There was a part in this episode where she's like, I'm feeling this way, and I don't know why he can't just understand that. I'm like, because he's feeling that way.
Right. This is where therapy would be
You have
useful.
to cool, you're feeling this, but you're making him feel that way, and you're diminishing it by just saying it doesn't matter because I'm at.
Yeah, we'll get there because I had that.
Sorry.
No. You're right. I had the same opinion.
Kristen gets me worked up.
Apparently. I've never had postpartum depression. Yeah.
I thought you did.
I thought I
like,
did
10
one
years
time,
ago.
yeah, but it turned out it
I
wasn't
thought you had
that.
panic attacks every time you leave
Turns out it was
Natalie.
the flu.
Yeah, no, it was,
Every morning.
exactly. Yeah, that I do have. But the that chip that makes you crazy, right? That makes you
Oh my
crazy
God.
person, like full hormone. Like I'm kind of in this spot right now where I'm like, I think I think Kristen's going bonkers and she can't even help it and she doesn't even know what's going on, and that's probably postpartum in its most gnarly form. And Luke doesn't know what's going on, and that's the problem with it. I don't know if it's like a walk it off, ride it out is what I mean. Not walk it off, like. But
It's you need to see a therapist. You're working through a lot. You need to talk to somebody that's licensed to handle that stuff.
so I think they do, just in general, right? Not a bad idea, but I think there's something. I think there's something else.
I know what you're
going.
saying.
You know what I mean? Like I
think-
don't. I think they're probably fine now because she might be out of the postpartum, and they're like, "Whew, how was the doozy? Like
Yeah.
you were crazy." She's probably like, "Yeah, my bad."
Yeah.
But in the moment, she doesn't even understand what he's talking about, and then also is like, "Bro, do you even understand what the I'm going through right
Yeah.
now? I don't. You know, I don't even know what's happening. Give me a little bit of grace." And he's like, "No, give me some." Like, so it's just like a who wins.
I don't
you know?
see that. I feel
Oh, I
like
do see that.
I feel like Luke's giving her so much grace.
He is, but I think what we're saying is that, and tell me if I'm speaking incorrectly on your behalf, Mike, is that postpartum is such a gnarly thing that I think you need an exorbitant amount of leeway with someone who's going through this because it isn't something that's going to last forever. Like when Mike's saying walk it off, I think what you're trying to say is this is a only a moment in time that this is going to last. Postpartum is not a diagnosis that you deal with forever,
I'm
right?
gonna get so lit up for that. That's 100% what I meant.
Yes.
I did not mean like
I
fucking
knew
get
what you
up,
meant.
shake it up. I meant like it just
Toughen up.
you gotta. It's gonna take a minute. You gotta get up and
Yeah, just like give
walk
yourself
through
some time.
it. You know.
But and this is why I say the therapy of it all would be so helpful for them because then maybe they have a safe word where Luke can say, I recognize you're in a spot right now, pineapple. So I'm gonna walk.
I have a safe word with one of our lead security guys on AGT, and it's pineapple. And it's not. It's pineapple means like if he's coming and he says pineapple, like that some shit's going down.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't, or no, it's sorry, it's the opposite. Pineapple means like we're good. It's just I got to talk to you about something. If no pineapple, we got problems. Byron and I have that. Pineapple is our word.
So I think
Now
I
everybody
think
knows
they
we're gonna
need
have to change our word.
And I do agree with you though that like he is getting just wrecked with her. He can't win for losing. However, that's where the therapy comes into it.
I don't think they had a healthy relationship
Hey.
before the pregnancy, and I don't think they weren't communicating well before any of that.
Correct.
So to go into that not communicating, it's got to be a doozy.
You mean going to a wedding in another state and banging a chick behind a tent is not the best way to start a relationship?
Well, it depends on the people.
Oh, all right.
That could be
That's
true
fair.
love.
Yeah, that's very well.
I think that sounds very cynical of you.
Yeah. Oh, my bad.
Tom is bunking with Benji and Zach, which I think is kind of hilarious and adorable.
Dude, they're treating Tom like shit on his birthday. I'm sorry, just left and right.
I'm full party of Schwartz. Love Tom. I need a little break. He's starting to get on my nerves.
Why?
What? How dare you?
Yeah, how dare
Because
you?
man, just like I need him to grow up a little. I need him. This next episode that we'll cover after this is really got me going.
With Tom?
Yeah,
Oh,
I grow up, man. Stop, like just stop with the baby talk and the googling and the dumb. Like, does he have anything smart ever to say? I just need
Yes.
an awe smart comment. I need an awe serious. Tom is giving Mrs. Doubtfire before
love her.
before Mrs. Doubtfire. But you know why they got separated? Because it's like,
Yes.
I need a dad. I need a husband. I need somebody to be a kid. I got 5 kids, but we only have 4 kids. I don't think those are any of the lines from the movie, but it's the
They're
general
not, they're only 2
thesis.
kids, but I get what you're saying. I'm with
like
you.
that's Tom Schwartz. He's a little Mrs. Doubtfire pre-divorce. Like I need. Are you serious ever?
See, and I find Tom, specifically in his interviews, because he does not deal well with confrontation, to be the most well-spoken person on the show. He's the only one who has a vocabulary. I mean, not that I'm not saying they don't. The rest of them don't have good vocabularies, but Tom has an exceptional vocabulary.
Yeah, I mean, I think Lala is probably the most well-spoken on that show, even despite her when she gets all gangster
wow,
talk,
she
but like,
yeah,
but yes,
Tom shrinks
Schwartz is just-
during confrontation.
that's right.
Like I said, his OTFs are a lot. Yeah, the OTFs are better, but yeah, confrontation, he gets so nervous and he just. I mean, do you guys remember all those fights with Katie and he would just kind of shrivel up?
Like, remember last
But he also
episode?
wouldn't. Like, that was the thing, too. He would be a dick and say
Towards
some
later in the
mean
relate- yeah.
shit and then go make out with some chick in a bar. Like, so he's got it in him, you know?
Don't you remember when he made that really astute comment when he was talking about Brittany and he said, no, Brittany's not after you, Danny. She just was with a toxic narcissist. And if you're not in the direct line of fire with him, you're feeling safe. And so that's why she didn't want to get in the middle of it.
100%. And do you remember everyone's reaction when he said that in the show? And probably ours was a little like, what? What did you just say, Tom? I think even Lala or somebody was like, I think it was Lala, was like, oh no, you just nailed it. But like a little stunned. Like everybody was a little like,
Oh, I don't
shit.
remember that.
I guess a
That's when he
broken
said
clock is right twice a day.
He said that because Kristen's never been in a healthy relationship.
No, this was about the Jax and Brittany
No,
stuff.
I know,
trying
but that's
to
what
take.
Lala said back. She's like, "You nailed it on the head, Tom," because that's the comment he made.
Oh yeah. This is different, Mike. We're talking about different things.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about when last episode when Danny brought up, I think Brittany was in on the scheme to quote unquote take us down with Jax. And Schwartz said, and I think he might have even said it in his confessional, he goes, she wasn't in on the plan of taking anyone down. She just knew if Jax had a new target, the target would be off of her. And he would stop coming for her. Like, I do think
I don't think
Schwartz
that
says,
was that as astute as I'm thinking of the other, whatever he said about that thing.
Yeah,
Lala
Kristen's
was
never
like,
been in a
"Cool."
healthy relationship. So now she is with someone that can actually communicate.
And she's freaking out.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make
that
sense.
was-
Yeah. So like that one
Yes.
I'll be get. But and then in that everybody on the bed was kind of like, huh?
see, and I find Tom to throw those things out like every third episode.
Yeah.
Anyway, Jesse FaceTimes Lacey. She puts him down, and I'm not hating on her for it, but she does put him down at every turn where he's like, oh, look, isn't it beautiful? She's like, yeah, I've been to Punta Mita. Like, you can't just ever give, and I don't even like Jesse, but I mean, just say like, yeah, it looks pretty. She's putting that guy in his place even when she doesn't need to. And then she tells him, don't say cool and sexy. Because he goes, oh, just bring some cool and sexy clothes. Anyway, Britt, Michelle, and
But
Janet.
do you like Lacey or you don't like Lacey?
I'm torn.
Okay.
Her whole relationship seems like she tried to be a housewife on one of the Real Housewives.
Orange
didn't,
County, I
It
think,
didn't
yeah.
work. The whole
I tried to be a
relationship-
housewife
the whole,
and now I'm here.
the
so.
whole relationship with Jesse seems like, oh, this is an in to Bravo sphere, is what it feels like.
All right.
And it feels like if she stays longer and she becomes a main cast, eventually they'll break up and she'll just be her own entity within the
Yes.
Bravo sphere, is how I get. But I could be wrong.
All right.
I thought Taylor and Travis were going to break up. Look at what happened,
You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
Wait, who?
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
Oh, idiot.
Yeah, that's true love, okay?
And who called it? This guy.
Aw, so nice, Mike.
Yeah.
So after that, we've got Britt, Michelle, Janet, and Lala. They talk about how Kristen seems really upset right now. And they also note that Luke seems as though he's a very good and helpful dad, which I agree. Kristen and Luke now are in their room with Kaya. And I feel so bad for Luke in this moment because you see he just is trying to take the temperature down constantly with her. And I just keep saying it, he can't win for losing. And he says to her, the airport is the worst part and that's behind us now. I hope you can take a deep breath. And she just death stares him or gives him some guff back. And he's like, help me out, man. I'm drowning over here and I'm trying everything. I just want to have a nice vacation with you. And Kristen says, no, I'm sure in your perfect world, I'd stay here with Kaya and you go out with your friends. I don't get why she...
That's Kristen's perfect world. She said that multiple times. I would rather stay here with Kaya than go out. And she's mad at him that he doesn't.
Yeah, I don't get what she's doing here. It's got to be the postpartum.
But it's also like...
No, I think two truths. I definitely it's this postpartum thing going on, but I think it's that too. It's like she wants this, and the fact that he doesn't want it, she's like, oh well, you're a bad dad, or something's right. Why don't you want to be with your daughter? This is your child. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think you're right on that. One.
It just seems. I feel so bad for Luke right there.
Oh,
right?
so bad.
Like I know it's postpartum, but I just also Kristen Doty just likes to argue with people before the postpartum depression.
100%.
So like that's what I'm saying. Mixing those two together just seems like it feels so bad for Luke the whole time.
See my aforementioned email about the therapy needed, because it's like when you look at the thing that happened at the airport, right? Kristen self-admittedly is a horrible flyer, doesn't like airports, doesn't like going on planes. And now you add in the fact that she's got a child, she's schlepping a bunch of kid crap, and she's postpartum.
Yeah.
And none of her clothes fit.
Yeah.
So all of that to me that's the Bermuda Triangle of crap for Kristen. So a well-adjusted traveler might feel stressed. Oh, okay, like my body's a little different. I'm carrying this child with me. I've got all this new stuff. Someone's trying to take a picture. That's a lot in and of itself. And then you add in the Kristenisms, and it's even tougher.
I think my bed's calling. Can I take this real quick?
Of course.
Hello?
Everything okay, Trav?
Yeah, it was just one of the original doctor, the original vet was following. Like that's not the person I talked to. So she was just calling to check up.
Oh, that's so nice. Okay, so back in Mexico, this is where, Luke is leaving because Kristen's yelling at him, just basically saying that he gets super drunk at night and is hungover in the morning. And Luke goes to, be in the ocean, and Kristen yells after him, bye, I'll stay here and take care of Kaya. And I just think that's a not nice thing to say to your partner.
Especially when you have your sister and brother-in-law in the next room, that their whole point of being there. And I don't know what postpartum depression is. I can't imagine that tether that she's feeling. But that's the whole point of them.
Yeah.
And this vacation, if you were able to, and she's not able to, it'd probably be a good thing for you to go, cool, y'all got this. I need to get away from this crying child for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Go fishing.
And I think Luke also understands that, and he's trying to get it out of her and trying to go, like, let's just go hang out with our friends for a bit.
That's right. He's trying to take the temperature down. And listen, I can't imagine what it must feel like to be in the throes of that hormonal tsunami going on inside of you with postpartum depression. However, and someone in the comments, please let me know, I would imagine when you're out of control, right? When, because even I've had anxiety attacks, right? When it's happening, I know it's not real, but I also know that I'm having an anxiety attack.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if it's similar in the sense that, okay, I'm out of myself. And so if I just had the ability to say to my partner, I'm not okay right now. I need a minute so you can leave, and I'm just going to stay here with the baby, and that will calm me down. Don't talk to me. That would be better than yelling nasty stuff.
Attacking.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. And also, God bless Nia.
Is that the whole comment?
She dealt with postpartum depression. She was dealing with it, and all you got is Danny over here trying to hump her leg every 10 seconds. And she's like, listen, I got 3 other kids. I'm dealing with this one right now.
Mm-hmm. She had postpartum.
Listen here, little child. I don't have time.
She had postpartum, I think, the first season, because remember, she was calling it baby blues until she talked to her cousin or something like that, who's a specialist, and she had twins. And I don't know if the postpartum is more if you had more children, just because
twins.
If it's triplets, it'd be
no, because you would think there's double the hormones.
Postpartum.
So I don't know if it's worse. There's a doctor out there watching this. Let us know.
Damn.
After this, we've got Zach, Benji, and Tom. They're all hanging out in the pool. Luke and Danny eventually join. I love that Schwartz just had cupping. You can see the cupping marks on his back. He's such a great Eastern medicine guy. Love Schwartz. They talk about Kristen and her being in the room with Kaya and her sister and brother-in-law. Zach said Kristen doesn't think that you're on her team, but you are. And this is what we have to make her understand. And this is where the job of your friends has become the job of a therapist. Zach, that's not your job.
Yeah.
Like it's a nice thing to say, but you've said that to her ad nauseum. She's not getting it. She needs professional help.
But
We all need professional help.
That's also just Kristen to a T. Throughout the years that we've seen her, she always seems to put herself in a corner, fingers up, everyone, it's me by myself.
Yeah. And
So
it doesn't
she's-
have to be that way.
It doesn't, but she's always kind of had that MO.
Totally. After they are in the pool together, we go back to Kristen in her room with Kaya. And my note is, guys, is having a kid this miserable, because that poor little chickadee was screaming her head off. I guess they sleep and then there's a sleep regression that happens. I've never heard of that with my friends' kids, but I'm sure it's a thing.
Now you know why they had to tell people, don't shake the baby.
Good point.
They had to bring it up.
Also, she's only going to be this age for 1 second. That forever. That's always she'll always
yeah,
be
that
that age
is-
for 1
That's
second.
profound as shit. That's so profound.
Your 1
Thank you
second
very
just
much.
passed, but you were that age.
Yeah, totally. Sorry, Mom.
That
You
was your
missed it.
best age.
Yeah.
You're over.
I'm done. I'm past my prime now. So that just made me, I was like, okay, that's pretty stupid. And it made it double stupid because there's this freaking dumb commercial that's on right now that's like making other people cry, not me. But
What commercial?
it's just a car commercial about a mom taking her kid to baseball practice and like the drive home in traffic is long. And she's like, that time with him is so great. And he tells me these stories. And she's like, maybe I take a couple wrong turns and whatever, and to like make the drive last longer. But she says a thing in this commercial where she's like, they say the days are short, but the days are short,
but the years are short.
The days are long, but the years are short. And that, I was like, well, that hits. That makes sense to me. Not, she's only going to be this age for 1 second. What? Yeah.
I used that
also,
line on-
she needs milk and food to survive. you
When she said
dumbass.
that, and I know this wasn't right of me, but I was like, yeah, well, your relationship's never going to be at this point again when you're about to get married, and you're like, that probably needs a little bit of attention too, because you and Luke are never going to be at this stage of your life ever again.
Your
either.
relationship will only be this age for 1 second.
Such a good point, Trav, because there was an article.
Yeah.
There was an article, I want to say it was in the New York Times. This was many years ago. And this woman wrote about how the number one person in her life are not her children. It is her husband. And that is and I want to say this person was even a therapist, but that could be creative license. But basically they were saying, your children, it's the line in The Prophet, they are of you. They are not for you, your children.
Yeah.
You don't keep them forever. The relationship that God willing you will be in forever is your partnership that made these children. So to ignore the needs, I understand that you have this baby, and of course they physically need you to survive. You're breastfeeding them, you're changing them, you're helping them sleep, but you can't totally just discount your partner and forget about that relationship, because like you said, not only will you only be in this moment before you get married for so long, for 40 years of your life, you were in dysfunctional relationships and you were always wanting to find the one. And finally you found the one and you were so happy to have found him. And now you're just kind of just yelling at him all the time and not putting that relationship and prizing it like you were before you got pregnant.
I don't know if she found the one. I think Kristen found someone and she's like,
ostensibly
my
speaking.
clock is ticking. This man's younger than me. He's good looking. You'll work. Give me that baby.
He fishes.
Is how it felt to me sometimes.
Totally. But even if that's the case, this is still the person you've chosen to be your partner, and you didn't choose any of the other
Or
people.
they're going to be in your life regardless the rest of your child's life. So keep the relationship together, because not you just have a baby daddy out there and you're still going to have to deal with them.
Right. And to your point, every moment with your significant other is also very special. And if you let that relationship die on the vine, then okay, great. Then you will have your child until your child grows up and leaves you to live their life of their own, which is exactly what they should be doing. And then you'll be looking for a new Luke. Like it's an unhealed dynamic is what it feels like to me.
Well, that's why they say to never have a child to fix a marriage.
Oh my God, no. They need
Best
balance.
way to fix a marriage.
They need balance. Lala, Michelle, and Brittany and Janet all unpack in their room. The boys are still down at the pool. And Tom actually, minorly, this is Tom taking a stand for Tom. He says, you can rib me about anything all the time, just not Kiana, because I guess they make jokes about how young she is. But in all fairness, they do have a big age gap. Like, if that's the thing, you got to be, no?
What is
No,
the age
yeah,
gap?
it's like 20 years or something.
Oh, is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, he's 40.
I think he's like 44.
44-ish.
And she's 27, so what is it,
almost
that-
20 years.
I mean, there's a 8-year gap between Luke and 13, 8.
17 and 8 years is completely
It's
different.
not 17. You said 40.
44, 45, and
Oh,
27.
okay. I thought it was like 41, 42. Okay.
Yeah. No, when Jasmine, she said this joke, and I was first like, that's rude. And then I realized, oh, it's not. That's super funny. And she was like, has her frontal lobe even developed? I thought she was making a dumb joke.
Yeah.
I thought Lala said that.
No, I think it was Jasmine. Actually, it was because I rewound it because you couldn't tell who said it, and it was Jasmine like back in the corner, and she's saying it. But at first, I was like, "That's up." Like that's it. She making a dumb joke, and then I realized, oh no, they're talking about how old she is, and
Yeah.
that was
By the way, she's not that far off. It's only 3 years that
It's
it's
a
fully
fresh
developed.
frontal lobe, that's for sure.
That shit
Not-
is fresh.
Yeah, for sure.
But as you were angry with Tom because he won't grow up,
God damn you, Tom.
it kind of
they're-
works on the same wavelength.
Emotionally, yeah. And we talked about this a while back when we first met her, and they were at the club. That like we were like, oh, how is this going to end? The age thing, and I was like, it probably, but it's going to be her saying to him, like, I can't with you, dude. Like, you're too young for me. You got to grow up. You're immature, and I've got things going on with my life, and I think that's how this ends.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, and again, people are going to be like, oh, you hate Tom. I'm a founding member of Party of Schwartz, co-founding member.
Founding father.
Yeah, founding father. So like I can still be annoyed. Like I just need a little something other than, oh, but hey, here's a plan. Everything's gonna
I'm
be
okay.
Yeah.
It's also his first season. I feel like let him.
It's not. It's his 12th season.
Okay, well, it's his first season on this show. Let him get his footing. Tom, we would like to see a little bit more out of you next season. That's our note.
If you
'cause we
want,
know you watch.
honestly, I think the bar's broken.
Huh?
I think Tom and Schwartz and
the
Sandy's
bars broke him.
I think broke him. I think that was a little too much, and he hasn't quite recovered yet.
Sure. I also think he can recover, and he will recover. He's a resilient MFer.
Let's hope so.
Yeah.
We started a whole party for you.
Then we've got, the girls getting ready. There is glitter everywhere. Back in Luke and Kristen's room.
Don't get glitter in your holes.
No,
Just a
no, no, no,
PSA
I wanted to
for
not say
women and anyone getting that kind of surgery. It should never be followed with don't get glitter in your holes. You shouldn't have glitter while having holes. The holes need to be gone before the glitter appears. That's how it works.
How are you going to pizzazz up the tubes?
You don't. You heal the tubes and then you go pizzazz the new boobs.
Yeah. Also, can we just not maybe with adults and glitter?
Well,
I don't know if I
about-
need
That's
it.
a little harsh.
Yeah,
Why
that's
would
a-
I party?
I'm a big crafter. They call glitter the herpes of in crafting.
You know,
Herpes of
glitter is
crafting.
absolutely horrible, but
Yeah, 'cause
it's
you
also
can't-
super fun.
Yeah, but you can't. It's there forever, and then it's these little pieces of
This
plastic.
reminds
that
you
just,
of a good time for
No, I'm
weeks
good.
to come.
Okay, well, I'm okay with that and herpes. Thank you and good day. Okay, so then we're back in the room where happiness goes to die. Kristen and Luke's suite. The baby is having, again, this sleep regression. Kristen's panicking. I feel like we kind of covered this.
And then again, Luke's like, yeah, they said this would happen.
That's what I mean.
This is normal. It's all going to be okay. And she's just having a manic breakdown over it.
Yes,
Yeah.
he keeps trying so hard.
No, he is. He's trying for sure. But I think when I'm like, oh, he needs to give her a little bit of grace. I don't know if I mean to her. I guess I think I mean to the venting. Like, don't go be like, we're not going to be a wedding. Bro, there's going to be a wedding. Like, calm down. This is a time. Like, it's just a time. Like, say that. Be like, this has been frustrating. It's hard. Have Danny explain to you what's going on a little. Go talk to Nia, Stop talking to these dumbass dudes. Go talk to a woman who's dealt with this.
Yeah. Who's best friends with your fiance.
Exactly. And be like, hey, this is happening. Can you just help me? What am I supposed to say? What do I do?
I disagree with everything you're saying. I disagree with Luke opening his mouth in front of the other two. I go, you better hope Kristen doesn't hear what you just said.
Oh, well,
because Danny's going to tell Nia, and then later in the episode.
But I think that I agree with you there.
He should talk to a therapist and no one in this friend circle. Because when Kristen he finds out he said that.
Yeah, but he could play it out. He's like, babe, it's TV. I'm doing it for the family. If he went to Nia though and was like, I'm struggling. I don't think. I think Nia would hold on to that for a while. Right?
She's political enough to, not to throw it out there. Yeah.
Right. She would understand why he's doing it. It's for the greater good. This isn't a TV show thing. Like she would respect that he's trying to take care of his family and his wife and like put her first and all that. And I think even if she did take it to Kristen, it would be delivered in such a way,
massaged in a certain way, so that
it would be delivered well. Would Kristen
I'm
handle it well?
I think to make sure everyone's
And he came to me, and I gave him some advice, and we talked. I just want you to know that we had that conversation, and then Kristen would flip out, and you can't fucking talk to me. I can't. He's gonna go to you, my best friend. But whatever.
I have a feeling him and Kristen are one of those couples that throw things out that you should definitively not be throwing out. You know how Kyle and Amanda, great example from Summer House, when they both would say "fuck you" to each other. And I think there are certain lines in relationships that you just do not.
Did she ever say "fuck you" to him?
Oh my God, of course
that
she
wasn't
did.
In response to original "fuck you"?
No, yes. Season 1, the first fight they got into on camera, he did something that she didn't like, and she goes, "Fuck you, Kyle."
Season 1?
Yeah.
When they were dating.
They were officially boyfriends. Hold on. First of all, I would never make you a girlfriend if you said that, or a sig other. But also, that's how they fight. Like, that's period. Yeah. They were boyfriend, girlfriend. She said that to him and then slammed the door, like, to get away from him. And they never stopped talking that way to each other. She said F off to Sierra. She thinks it's appropriate to communicate that way with people.
He tells me to F off all the time.
Okay, well, you didn't just bang his ex. Oh, I think Kristen and Luke might be that couple that does the low blows where it's like they bring up divorce. Like every fight is...
You think Luke goes there?
I think Kristen does, and then it pushes Luke to say things when he's in other conversations.
She jabs him 20 times and he's like, get off me, and just says something. Yeah.
And that's when I think, yes. And then that's when I think he breaks down to the guys being like, there isn't going to be a wedding. Because I think she probably says like, here's your ring. Take your ring back. I'll just go with Kaya and live a happy life. Like, that's a low blow. You can't do stuff like that. If you want a healthy relationship, IMO. Okay, after this, the girls go down to decorate for the party. The boys join in. A lot happens here, and I know we are trying to get through this quickly because we've got a second episode to do. So I'm just going to start rolling things out. Let me know if you've got anything to say. Tom is obviously bummed. This is not the Schwartzapalooza that he had planned.
He should be bummed. It
100%.
was a rough birthday.
Yeah. No, this was a depressing birthday.
Yeah.
Nia and Danny joined the party. Jesse said Danny looks like a dad in Orlando at Disney World, which actually was accurate.
Spot on.
Yep.
I can tell you with a lot of conviction that Danny had to have worked at Rainforest Cafe. Tell me I'm wrong.
You are dead on balls, actually.
Is that not a Rainforest Cafe uniform from 1997 or some shit?
I think it's the same one today.
Probably the same one today. Like that dude, that was Orlando dad. Not even Orlando. It was Orlando worker.
Yeah.
Like he bought that, right?
Service
Nia
industry.
didn't buy that for him.
He didn't buy it. He got it at a job that he worked at before he was famous, or it's a wardrobe.
Yeah.
From a,
I was going to say he played a character.
Right.
He played a kid with the tag and flare, right? That still got holes from the flare that was on set that day, and he thought it'd be funny to bring it. But yeah, full blown.
It still has like
horrible.
his name with the pin tagged, on the back of the label.
Yeah. Also, I just Orlando. If anyone's ever been to Orlando, you can back me up. And if you've been, you probably took your kids. Orlando, to me, should be the only place on earth where it's legal, completely legal, to beat the shit out of your kids.
Oh my God, Mike.
No, everyone's gonna be like, nailed it, Mike again, right? This guy's so. Have you been to Orlando?
No.
Have you been to Orlando?
Yes.
kids are crazy. They land and they go absolutely crazy, mind warp, batshit crazy. Orlando is kids running wild.
And that's different than this Disneyland in LA?
100% different.
'Cause
I don't
that's
know what
Disney
it
World,
is.
right? And this
That's
is
Disney
Disneyland.
World,
Yeah.
Epcot. There's all kind of shit going on. There's the theme park. They got sick ass roller coaster theme park there. Like a kid's head will explode in Orlando. It costs probably $500,000 to take your family for the week. And
it's so expensive.
Yeah, it's kids running absolutely wild. Like, what's the book where they're on the island? Lord of the Rings.
Flies.
Lord of the Flies. It's Lord of the Flies. And then parents just sporadically on benches in tears, exhausted, crying, just wondering if did anyone notice if I just left my family forever. I guarantee you, if you go and study like dudes who have second families,
they all went to Orlando.
80% of them got the idea in Orlando.
That's what broke them.
They were like, I think I could do this. I think I could
There's
pull this
probably
off.
one guy just walking around trying to save people. Like, hey man, I got
Hey,
something that can save you.
Isn't Tom from Orlando?
Tom Schwartz?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
He's from Florida.
Orlando's wild, man. It's wild. Kids are wild there. And you should be able to smack them.
There should be an age where you're allowed to shake the baby.
Something.
Shake the child.
It should be Orlando. Should be that one spot.
I don't.
Yeah, I'm trying to kill them, but like just a little like, hey,
get it together.
Get it together. You're gonna get another one.
A firm, get your shit together. I'm
no,
okay
a firm.
Here's what
bow.
And then 5 more of those.
You got to do that in the car.
At the airport.
So somewhere like under,
you have
under
a
the
boarding
t-shirt area, so no
pass-
one can see it, and then you remind him of that.
You know, if you have a boarding pass that says Orlando, then you get free. It starts then.
Maybe they just
24
smack
hours
you as you get on the plane.
24 hours before the plane. Yeah, you check in for Southwest, back out, one right across the face just to get them ready. That's you act up, and that's what you're
One
getting
of the
for.
Disney characters at the entrance, just
Dude, Mickey, just kicking them.
Just
Okay, well, back in Mexico, Danny's trying to rally the troops because this is such a sad party, and Lala says that is so intense, and it is. Danny is an intense
with
dude.
the Let's Goes.
So crazy. Dude.
I feel like
I couldn't
a
do
Let's
it.
if
Go
he was
guy.
in Orlando, I would smack him.
Yeah,
I feel like
Danny
a
could get
Let's
smacked
Go
too.
guy is the same as like a woo girl. You know those girls that go woo.
Do I? A Vicky Gunvalson of Real House, the OG of the OC.
Dude,
They're kind of the same,
that's
right?
the same guy. That's the same guy.
person.
She
Yeah.
whoops it. We're gonna whoop it up. That's her line.
Have y'all ever thrown out a Let's Go or a woo?
I've done a couple of Let's Go's. Not to that extent.
I think I was on a swim team when I was younger. I think like maybe cheering for someone like, come on, let's go. But that's contextual.
But not, yeah,
We're
that's
not
a
walking
different
around a
Let's
group
Go.
of, like a party.
Of course
No,
not.
Let's
I'm not
Go
a
has changed.
psychopath.
The new like obviously back in the day you'd be like, yeah, let's go. That's a different Let's Go. Let's Go has fully morphed into a new thing. It's
Which
its
is?
own thing now. I don't know. It's just the kids are like Let's Go is like its own.
It's a real 6-7.
It's a real. It's a 6-7. It's its own thing. It's not like before. It was just what you would say when someone was almost winning a race and you wanted to cheer them on.
Yeah,
You'd be like, let's go team.
Let's get it across the finish line.
Yeah, now Let's Go is like an actual specific.
I do love Jesse just almost miserably. Yeah, I'm not a Let's Go guy. Not big on Let's Go's.
Well, and Lala too, just being like, yeah, no. Love it.
Luke and Kristen walk into the party in a full-on fight. God help me if I am ever that couple. And I say that with respect to Luke and Kristen because I do like them, but that is my worst nightmare.
Someone was stuck on the elevator with them on the way down.
I hope not.
To that dinner.
It's
To
probably
get to the lobby, to walk outside, somebody was just uncomfortably in the elevator with those two going back and forth.
That's a bummer.
Luke says, it's been great hearing all the stuff you said about me today. You get worked up and anxious. I tell you something doesn't make me feel good, and you're like, oh, Luke wants a pity party. They are in a bad way, man.
She's broken.
She's broken and he's getting...
No, she's broken him. She broke him.
I don't think he's broken yet, but
It
she's
seems so.
working on it. The bummer is... I love that this happened, but I love that Luke brought his fishing pole. It's like I bring my golf clubs everywhere, and people were like, you can rent golf clubs. It's way. I'm like, yeah, but I need my golf clubs.
Yeah,
and they work better. So I love that he brought his fishing pole, and I love that he's like, I'm going fishing and doing his things. The problem with Luke being from Colorado and Colorado being so different than LA is that it's not going to take a lot for him to be like, I got 17 acres in the most beautiful place on earth. I'm out of here, you know?
I mean, that was kind of his plan from the beginning, right? Was to
I
go
think it's
back
still
there
his
more.
plan.
Yeah, was
Yeah,
to go back
still
there
his
more
plan,
with
but, like,
Kristen and the child.
But in all honesty, land doesn't buy itself. Houses don't pop up for free. So they are making bank. So I'm assuming they're
But it's, I mean, because
Saving.
he owns the property, right?
But yeah, and he was homesteading it, I believe, is what his plan was.
It's also, hey, dude,
which is why Kristen was like, I'm good, thanks. And I
Luke-
get that.
Yeah,
That's
you
a
need
whole
electricity.
situation, you know?
I think Luke needs to lock in on the Valley for 3 to 4 more seasons, and him and Kristen get a spinoff.
that's what I'm saying. Or
Spin-off in Colorado.
Oh, okay.
Luke and Kristen homesteading.
Mm.
Kristen
Call it
Doty's
crazy.
homesteaded Kristen Doty.
No, we have to workshop that.
All right. we'll figure it out.
Lala, then I loved this. Lala asked Jesse, "Do you think you're low key because Lacey's not here and she's become your entire personality?"
She asked it so like, hey, you got some nice shirt. Like she just said it so.
No, that's
Yeah.
Lala's MO on this.
Yeah.
But we'll get into the next one, the
Just
next
a
episode.
vicious attack just thrown out there.
But yeah, Lala is the ultimate nonchalant scene starter.
Yeah. This is then now Kristen sits down with Jasmine, Britt, Tom, and Nia and says, I don't feel like, getting f***ed up and staying out late anymore and it's not fun. And I feel like people are going to come for me when I say this, but it's fine. I can't stand when people do this because everyone else is here to be in a party. So by you pissing it's fine. If you don't want to be here, don't be here. But I got news for you. In 5 years, when your kid's at camp, you're going to want to go buck wild one weekend. And that's where some of these people are because their kids are 5 and at camp right now or with Mima and Peepa or whoever the hell's watching them.
Jax.
God. But so it's just like when just don't piss on my porridge, man. Even if you have decided that for the rest of my life, I want to live as a nun, I'm so happy for you.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to walk into your monastery and say, or your convent and be like, this is terrible. Who would ever live this way? I'm going to be like, oh, how lovely. And then I'm going to leave and I'm going to go get a cocktail. I don't like when people do that. When you're in the midst of doing something and they just say, this is so stupid. I'm so much more grown up now.
Kristen loves playing the martyr. She just loves playing the martyr. And the whole I'm just not feeling well. Yeah. I think you got other shit going on is what it feels like.
Yeah.
And it's also just like, she could have still gotten 1 or 2 people to chase her if she would have just quietly went back up to her room.
But also that I'm not feeling well. Yes, of course. She has so much going on with her body. She just gave birth 4 months ago. I am not on any level disregarding that. I do think with Kristen specifically, some of that at least is self-imposed, right?
Oh, yeah.
You're making yourself feel worse. Because again, if we use the panic attack analogy, there are things I can do if I'm in the midst of a panic attack. God forbid, I don't want to have any of them ever again. I've had 2, they're awful. That I know can calm me down. And I know that there are things that I can do that can wind me up. And I think she just walks right into the shitstorm, personally. Okay, after this,
Moving the light.
Will you stop that? You're not the lighting designer here.
after that, Luke very sweetly brings her a cheese quesadilla. I thought that was so sweet. And she's like, thanks, I'm not hungry. It just... There's no win. Again, he can't win.
No, but here's the thing too. Is like he was like, "Oh, was that bad timing?" And Emma was like, "Kind of was." How was that bad timing? He was trying to be a good partner and feed her because she probably who knows the last time she ate.
I think what they're missing is there actually is no hour in the day that is good timing. I am now in a 24/7 cycle of hellacious relations between the two of us. So I don't think they realize this is all the time.
Which, once again, I just feel bad because like Luke is making an effort.
100%. Zach asks Janet if she wants a Jell-O shot. She makes a joke that, oh, I'm so glad we're friends again. Luke asks Kristen if she's okay. Kristen said, 5 minutes ago, you were screaming at me. She says, you were being so mean. And Luke's head explodes in this moment. He's like, do you know what I live with on a daily basis? Everything you say is super fucking hurtful. Like, oof, get it together. We're professionals. Again, they're in this toxic cycle. Luke, Jesse, and Danny talk. This is where he says, if this keeps going, there's not going to be a marriage, and he doesn't need a pity party. He just wants like a little bit of support, which they were very nice.
I once again, I just him opening his mouth is gonna give it 3 to 4 episodes. One of them's gonna tell Lacey,
Yeah.
or Nia, and it's gonna get back to Kristen.
Actually, and I don't, just real quick, in case anyone's following along at home, I don't know if this is where he says there isn't going to be a wedding thing, but we're getting there. If it wasn't this moment. No. I said that. My fault. After this, Kristen says she's not feeling well. She gets up to leave. Danny said, this is where I like Danny. He's like, listen, she's got all these hormones going through her right now. This is the hardest thing you will ever do. And you can't let everything be about the kid. And I did think that was very good advice. Luke says you can only take so much, and having this compound with no reconciliation, he can't do this. And this is where he says, if it keeps going in this direction, there's not going to be a wedding.
Yeah.
They then toast to Schwartzy. Jesse's hair looks insane in this moment, which gave me such a good laugh. And Janet asks Zach and Benji about, oh my God, wait, way to bury the headline. Janet's bisexual?
I was waiting for that one.
What?
I feel like we knew this already, maybe, because she had the threesome conversation back early days VPR.
I guess I wanted to forget it because I'm just not into Janet, and I don't want to know these things. I don't want to know anything about her sex life. I don't care, gay, straight, bi, tie.
But also, I don't know. This is a weird question. Is it do chicks like two dudes together?
Well, that's not bisexual though.
No, but Zach followed up with, does Jason get the same thing when he's alone? And she's like, I wish it'd be great if he was.
She was into it. Yeah. She would be like, I'd be into that.
Oh, meaning that, see, the way I took it was if she's not with Jason could hook up with another dude, not that they're having a threesome because.
Right.
No, yeah. But she said
she would be into
that.
Like she'd be into watching. Like she didn't say I'd be into watching.
She said she'd be into the idea of Jason with another dude.
Sorry, I thought you were saying are girls into them hooking up with two guys, meaning like a threesome with two guys and a girl.
Well,
no,
I guess
he's talking about cuckolding.
No, I'm talking about that because like stereotypical dude and two chicks is like,
someone save me.
What's that? I feel my kid, but like, so I'm always curious. Is that the same for chicks? Are chicks like, yeah, I would love to bang two dudes? Like a dude is like, I'm gonna be with two chicks.
This is what I think about it. You're either a threesome person or you're not. I'm not.
Yeah, right.
So I don't want two dudes, two girls, a partridge in a pear tree. I want me and my dude and we coo.
It also seems just like a lot to keep.
It's a lot.
It's a lot to keep track of. It's a lot. Yeah.
It's a lot. What? I was going to tell a really inappropriate story that I'm not going to tell. It's fine.
Whoa, like and subscribe. Hot points.
Anyway.
Subscribe to our Patreon for that.
Yeah, really.
That content. Wait, Matt, don't put this in.
She's going to kick out of that because she didn't hear any of it.
No.
She's always a little surprised.
Yeah.
I got to text her about the don't leave.
Okay. Yes. So what I think about that is with the bisexualness of it all is, or the threesome of it all rather, is you either like threesomes or you don't. So I don't necessarily, and I don't think that that's what Janet was, but I forgot Janet had a threesome. So maybe she was pointing to the fact that
she was into,
she would like to be with,
but
if she's bisexual,
I think what she was saying, the gist, and was why I asked the question is, I think what she was saying in this instance is she would be interested in, she didn't say it, but I think what she was alluding to was that she would be down if Jason banged a dude, and she would maybe be into watching that, or like it would get her off.
Yeah, because she didn't say I'd be okay with it or I'd be down with it. She said I'd be into it.
Yeah, she kind of lit up a little bit.
Totally.
Like it's a little fantasy.
And then Zach lit up a little bit.
Well, as expected.
Well, that's Zach's wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Do you think that, you know how sometimes, for instance, I'm not going to name names, but you know how sometimes maybe you're friends with someone and you think that maybe their sexual orientation is different than what they think it is, or you work with someone and you're just like, I really feel like this guy is gay, and if he was gay, he would be my best friend, but as a straight dude, I can't stand this bro. And I wonder if Janet was just full on lesbian, like if she was just a lesbian and not bi, I wonder if I would like her more. Like, I wonder if the things about her that annoy me would fall to the wayside because now I'm seeing this different side of her, and I'm like, oh, lesbian Janet, I like. It's straight Janet that gets on my last nerve. Anyway,
How do you feel about bisexual Janet?
not a fan.
Oh, okay.
And apparently Michelle's her dream girl.
I was gonna say I would be interested in finding out if I liked lesbian Janet while seeing if Michelle and Janet worked out.
Oh, you'd be willing to do that deep dive?
I would deep dive that.
You're really committed
No
to your
pun
craft.
intended. Yeah. Listen,
I'm
all work here.
Kristen leaves and Luke tries to help her, but she does not want his help. She says, I get that he's 43, but he can't do what he wants to all the time. And listen, unless they are giving Luke this princess edit, I don't see Luke as some immature 34-year-old. In fact, I think he is more mature than a lot of the other guys on this show, namely Danny.
Yeah, the couch thing seems. She was bitching about the couch stuff in this episode too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. I think Luke is like, I'm gonna go out, hang out with the boys. I'm gonna come home and watch a little TV and smoke a little joint maybe and pass out on the couch. And I think that's it. Like Luke doesn't even.
But I don't know. Apparently, that's the thing for women. I don't because listen, love or hate Amanda. A lot of people hate Amanda. That was her pet peeve too.
Oh no!
Get in the bed afterwards. Be with me.
Shane would fall asleep on the couch, and it would annoy the piss
So
out of me.
I can understand.
Yeah, because I want to have sex. I can't you if you're on the couch.
I mean, you could.
If he's falling asleep on the couch.
Shane's got nothing to complain about, but he's not reaching me from the family room to the bedroom.
Touche.
Yeah.
Which also, I don't understand why a dude wouldn't want to leave themselves open to be stooping.
Listen, drunk Luke is not going home going, maybe I'm going to get lucky with Kristen tonight after she called me a terrible father.
Isn't anyone having morning sex?
I don't think Kristen's having sex with anyone right now.
Yeah, I think that's true.
By the way, Kristen's same. So, and I don't have postpartum.
So I don't know. But I guess women don't like that.
Yeah, we don't. Unless we don't like you, then yes, please sleep on the couch and get away from me.
But this does feel like so much more than just that.
Yeah,
it
that's
just
what I was
it feels
gonna
like
say
this is something that I can keep pointing to.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say about this specifically. Like, I get what you're saying, but I don't think they're banging right now, which is fine. But I think this seems like something else. This
For
seems
sure, there's
like,
other reasons I would want my significant other in bed with me. It's bonding. We're both in the bed. Then we hopefully we're then on the same.
But if once in a while, like once or twice a week, it was just like they just kind of fell asleep on the couch and maybe came to bed at 4 a.m. or just didn't come to bed.
Yeah, because then I think with a kid, your schedule is like a Swiss Army or a Swiss or what is is it Swiss watch?
Swiss Army knife?
No.
They have Swiss watches.
Swiss watches or like whatever the timepiece that is very accurate. I think it's a Swiss watch.
Swiss watch.
Because the kid is like an animal, right? At this point, they know they're feeding at this time, they're sleeping at this time. That your dog or cat knows when it is 4 o'clock, if that's when you feed them dinner, without having a clock or being able to read a clock, right? And I think children.
Foof has no idea. Foof, when I wake up, is time to eat. It could be 6:30, it could be 8, it could be 4, it could be 5. It doesn't matter. When I wake up, it's like
most
food
animals
time.
are not like
I
that.
guarantee you leave to work, and then Foof walks up to Natalie like he wasn't fed, and she'll refeed him.
Are you calling Foof a liar?
Yeah.
No,
That cat eats multiple times a day.
Foof is it trustworthy?
My point is that a child is on a very dialed in schedule especially when they're this young. And I think if you come home at 4 a.m. and then I have the kid and I get out of bed and I'm dressing them, getting them ready, whatever, and I walk into the living room and there's shit on the coffee table and you're still asleep on the couch, I will want to murder you. That would be the quickest way to get yourself killed by me. Get in bed like an adult. Let's go to sleep together. Let's wake up together. Let's do this as a family. And yes, I get it. You want to go out. She wants to go out with her girlfriends and get schnockered once a month. He wants to do that once a month. Of course, live your life. But also, you can't be doing that once a week. And I don't know if he's doing it once a week, but that's
I don't think she's ever doing it. And that's also the problem.
100% balance. They need balance.
She's not doing it. And so even when he goes for a little bit of release, she's resentful of him for doing it.
Yeah. So in this little last chunk, Lala, Jesse, Michelle, Tom, Danny, Britt, Nia, Jasmine, and Benji talk. And Lala says she's new back into her friendship with Kristen, but she's known her for a really long time, and she thinks that she's seeing some old behavior, which obviously all of us are clocking. And this is where Tom says he thinks it's because this is the first time she's been in a healthy relationship and somehow it is jarring the bejesus out of her. And Danny adds to that saying, yeah, she's sabotaging, which I do think is a part of this. And Lala says that she wouldn't know a healthy relationship if a dick slapped her across her face, which I thought was so great. Nia and Danny, but this is where I like Nia and Danny when they're like, yeah, we're still figuring it out. I do like when they chime in with that stuff. And I do think that they have had some open moments on the show. It's really centered around his drinking. It is. Anything that seems like they're hiding parts of their relationship feel to me it's because of his drinking.
Yeah.
Any parts that Danny and Nia are hiding?
Yeah, that seems like I don't think that there's some issue with one of their children that they're not being forthright about. I don't think that.
You don't think they're hiding the way he speaks to her?
I think it's more that's a bigger problem when he's drunk.
But it's still a problem when he's not drunk.
But they're not.
You don't talk that way just because you're drunk. Those words have come out of your mouth sober and anger.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. But I think we saw him talk to her that way sober at the safari, so it didn't seem like they were hiding that. Right? Because they were doing it in front of everyone.
Ish, but also running away and saying, take your mic off and going to find the place where there was no cameras and mics so that they could do whatever. And then saying, like, we don't do that on camera. Don't talk to me. You just told me to shut the up on camera. There's a lot of that we've seen over the years.
Okay, touche. Luke texts. Some of these things are very hard to say in a sentence.
You to say.
Luke texts Kristen, should I come up back to the room or no? Which is just so sad that he even has to ask that, in my opinion. And then this is when Brittany and someone else is walking by on the way to the elevator, and Britt's like, Luke, are you okay?
Jasmine's fiance.
Michelle. She sticks up for Kristen and just says, she's healing from everything, which she is. But it just, like, if you keep saying it's because of postpartum and because she's healing, but don't actually look at the rest of the issue, you're doing your entire relationship a disservice, in my opinion.
Well, I that scene was happening. I was like, Luke, I know you want to say something. Just shut up, put your head down, and say I'm good. Like, she goes, are you okay? And he's like, I'm fine. Yeah, no, and there was a moment there was like, just let it go, bud. Yeah, you're just fine. Let it go. And then you're like, teetering. And I'm like, and then you start talking. I'm like, no, Luke, don't do it.
But he did. But to Luke's credit, because I had the same thought, Travis. But Luke said, we need to get back to respecting and loving each other, or this isn't going to work. And then he starts crying, and he's not wrong.
Yeah, agreed. Michelle was helping a wobbly Brittany back to her bed. Regardless, I was just like, don't get them involved, Luke. Yeah. Luke, just sit there in your sorrow, pity party, deal with it tomorrow. I don't know.
And then Luke is left crying by the elevator, which is sad. Sad. And then we've got Schwartzapalooza. This party needs to end. I don't know why they brought it back up to the room, and which they shouldn't have, because it's a complete shit show as soon as they get into the room. Schwartz, I think... karmically, is this retribution for being a bad boy or something? This is the worst birthday party I've ever parasocially been to.
I think that's what happens when no one plans your birthday. Everyone else has somebody helping them or planning their birthday, or your what's his name on Southern Hospitality? Maddie's boyfriend,
Joe.
Oh God, Joe, who's like party planner extraordinaire. Like, Tom is not a planner. He's not a, organizer.
To start off with, when somebody's like, hey, we want to go to this location for your birthday. We're going to travel on your birthday. I'd be like, we're going to travel the day before.
Yeah.
I'm going to wake up at the location on my birthday.
Same.
And we're going to spend that day
golfing.
Doing something.
Or I'm just going to pretend that this isn't my birthday, and the next day I'm going to pretend it's my actual birthday.
Or if it rains and my whole birthday's ruined, guess what? Tomorrow is my birthday.
Yeah, we get
me and Zach are sharing birthdays.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Ever heard of a thing called a rain check? That's
right.
What's happening.
Because as soon as they get into this room, everything explodes. But Luke is back. He's done crying in the lobby. Lala wastes no time to dig into Danny, which, okay, wait, sorry, this is the second episode.
We're going into 13.
Okay. Okay. So now, real quick, I think what we should do, because Nat always likes a hook, or should I ask her?
Well, definitely ask her.
Hey, Nat.
But I think this is not going to be 2 parts, because this is
something I'm going to need you guys to cover before you leave here. This fucking guy did the whiteboard.
What's that?
since the Scandi.
What's the whiteboard?
Oh, he did the whiteboard on the thing on their thing.
What's the whiteboard?
Which is wrong.
So you were doing everything else but fucking until the second statement was released?
First.
The divorce?
Oh no, so then second. I was also seeing someone else. I get the anger in that capacity.
Amanda revealed they first got physical after the statement.
I think I said it.
They asked the question.
We're back.
And we're back.
Episode 13's comments will be at the end of this episode 14. Yeah, you know
Episode
what I mean.
11's comments will be at the end of episode 13 because we're shooting episode 12 now.
You know, what are numbers? Anyway, love you. Bye.
Because after the party.
Okay. Do we need to cut and do?
Yeah, bro. Travis, hit that. See the red button? Hit the off underneath it.